Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and I'm here today with a weekly update number 44. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with the first segment, which is Week in Review. And in this segment, we talk about, what's been going on around the warehouse, things that are coming up, stuff like that. And first off, I guess I'll kick it off with this. Got these brand new stickers in. We got that whole focus thing figured out now. That's pretty cool. So we got these stickers in with the repaired contest logo. We'll be packing these in orders starting today, the day that this video goes live, which is Friday. Any orders packed on Friday will include one of these repaired stickers until we run out. So probably about a month or so, give or take. So if you want one, there's your chance. No charge, just in there, and which is also a good time to remind people about the repaired contest. If you've considered entering that, definitely check that out. Or if you haven't seen it yet, check it out because it's I think it'd be really cool contest. I'm looking forward to seeing entries. I won't waste a lot of time talking about it since I've talked about it at length in another video, but definitely worth taking a peek at. Number 2 today, let's talk about the vlog and interview. We shot both the second vlog episode and our second minion interview. That was like the beginning of this week. And end of last week, beginning of this week. So both of those are shot. Expect those to be coming soon. The vlog, potentially as soon as this coming Tuesday. We got to figure out which videos go and when on the channel, but they'll be coming in the near future for sure. I also been doing some work on trying to reorganize some stuff, particularly trying to further subdivide some shelves. We seem to be getting more and more different tool lines and small accessories and things like that. So we subdivided shelves again. We'll hopefully show you some of that here, which is kind of cool. We got some space now to put more of that stuff. We condensed a lot of what we have, and looking forward to being able to take advantage of that as we continue to expand in that way. And then finally, for Week in Review, the one other thing that I want to talk about today is the Saturday live streams. So if you've never checked one out, it's I think one of the coolest things we do on the channel. It's definitely the highlight of my week because one, it's the roughly 2-hour block that I'm guaranteed to get to build each week. Surprise, surprise, if you run a Gunpla store, that doesn't necessarily mean that you spend a ton of time building Gunpla. And so it's my 2 hours every week that I know for sure I'm building something and I'm hanging out with you guys, and it's definitely one of the highlights of my week. Usually we have, 100 or more people watching at any given time during the stream, and it's just, kind of a fun thing. We hang out, we talk about stuff, I answer questions, we chat about whatever stuff. The other thing that we do that's really cool is that we do a giveaway. If you've never been a part of that, we get questions every now and then. We basically periodically throughout the stream, I throw out a number range, we'll say 1 to 200 or something. Everybody who's there who wants to get in on the giveaway puts a number into the chat within that number range, and then we after a few minutes, pick a number randomly, the random number generator. And if your number comes up, you win. And sometimes we'll give away multiple kits. It's been great. We've had people donating things to give away, which has been awesome. And so I wanted to touch on that this week because I got another shipment in of some stuff to give away. Particularly, they sent me 3 things. One was actually for me, which is kind of cool. This was from Michael Gunplameister, I think. Gundameister. I'll hopefully find that and get that name written on the screen. We chat every now and then. Good dude. And so he sent me, number one, this seems to be the running gag now, is to send me an SD Magnac. This is now my second one. So I only need 38 more if you're ever thinking of a gift for me. And but he sent these 2 kits he actually found at a local shop that are they're kind of cool. They're really old. They're 1993 vintage kits, so not everybody's into that. We've got a 1/144th scale RGM 122 Javelin and a 1/144th Vespa ZM SO6S Zolat. I think these are from V Gundam, based on the boxes. So we got the RGM 122, really old school looking box right there, and the Zolat. Hopefully I'm pronouncing those right. So kind of cool. We'll be giving away both of those during the stream, as well as probably a newer kit. I'll pick one out probably later on Friday to throw in the mix. Let's see, I think there's a little bit of a story though. I'm not going to read this whole note from him. The Javelin and Zola are for the future streams as prizes. I found these kits at my local comic shop. They purchased them as a collection. The guy that sold the kits to them got them from his brother, who had recently passed. The man himself doesn't collect or build Gunpla, so he sold the collection to the comic shop. The kits are long out of print. I wanted to get some of them out to the Gunpla community to bring some new life to the old classics. I hope these kits find good homes, and thank you for your 2 years of providing Gunpla to the community. And here's 4 more years to come. So thank you. Thank you very much for that nice note. Thank you for the giveaway prizes. I got some other stuff we'll be giving away in future streams. I got a big box sitting over here that I got to open up maybe later today or on Friday, with some extras for some future streams. But I wanted to touch on that because if you're missing out on these streams, I think you're missing out. The community's awesome. They're just a great time, and you should definitely check it out. Okay, so with Week in Review out of the way, let's move on to pre-orders. I'm only going to talk about pre-orders for a moment. We've got the nothing new, but I do want to remind people that the pre-orders for the repaired t-shirt, essentially a t-shirt with this logo on it, and the Mecha Warehouse pin, which is the normal Mecha Warehouse blue logo on a pin, basically a lapel pin. Both of those are ending in, I don't know, less than a week, on the end of the month, the 31st, end of the 31st, so end of Tuesday. So definitely jump on those if you're looking for them, or if you're interested in them, because the shirt especially, we won't have any extras for. The pin, we might have a few, but I don't plan on just producing tons of these and remaking them very regularly. Okay, so next up though, restocks. Let's talk about restocks. So let's start off with talk about Gunprimer. We've got Gunprimer back in stock. When we stocked Gunprimer initially a few weeks ago, it sold super fast, and so that's pretty awesome. The one thing that I do want to mention though, been kind of funny. We posted a TikTok cut from that weekly update, and I think that was our best performing TikTok to date, which is kind of crazy. But the thing that was hilarious about it is that I'm pretty sure a significant percentage of the people who watched it were not into Gunpla. Even though the Gunprimer hashtag on TikTok is definitely just Gunprimer stuff, there were a lot of people looking for primers. And if you're not into guns and shooting and all that kind of stuff, primers are the little part that goes in the back of the cartridge that makes it go bang. Essentially, the firing pin hits it, explosion happens, the gunpowder burns, bullet goes out the barrel. That's a primer, not to be confused with Gunprimer. Primers make explosions. Gunprimer removes nubs, right, and cleans up, polishes, and that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that because I thought that was kind of funny, the number of comments I got on that TikTok that were from people that were clearly looking for reloading supplies so they can reload their own ammunition, and not people looking to improve their build quality or whatever. So we got that stuff in. With that also comes more of these runner clips. I've been playing with these myself. These are not technically made by Gunprimer. I think we have them listed as a Gunprimer product, though. They're made by Tag Art, and they're little black clips that hold the runners. They sold really well when we had them in stock with this initial shipment. I've been using them. They're pretty cool. The only thing to watch out for is that with bigger runners, they're definitely not super stable, but they're a good way to potentially organize runners. And I don't think they're super expensive. They come with a runner of letters that you can basically pop out and stick in them, so you can label your runners, which is also helpful. So we got Gunprimer. The other big thing, super exciting restock, is Delpy. Delpy restocks are always a big deal. It seems like usually makes for a busy Friday when we get Delphi stuff in. Probably one of our largest Delphi shipments to date. We got some new detail parts via Delphi. This is just some of them that come in a lot of sizes. These are the minus molds, I think they're called. They're basically little metal pieces, detail parts that you can drill holes and embed in if you want like little screw head type details in your kits for whatever reason. We got a few more beam sabers and things like that. Those will sell out super fast because we weren't able to get a ton. And obviously a lot more decal sheets, added a lot to the line or what we're carrying. As far as kits though, I think the kits we got in are exciting this week. Bunch of new releases, or handful of new releases. We got the Spinacia Fencer type that just came out, and the Spinacio Ninja type, both 30-minute missions kits, very cool. The Sengoku type, which was also a Spinacio, went super fast, so I expect these to go fairly fast as well. The 30-minute missions line seems to be continuing to like outdo themselves. They're continuing to add new cool looking designs and accessory packs, including the Sengoku Army customized weapons. So here we go. These are some more parts, swords and spears and bows and all that kind of stuff. So cool stuff if you like that like samurai Shinmusha type vibe. You can get that now on 30-minute missions in the 1/144th scale. So really cool. We also got the Masked Rider Agito, I'm presuming is how that's pronounced. So if you're in a Kamen Rider, that's pretty cool. And then finally we got two master grades in. The Wing Gundam Zero. So this is the Wing Gundam Zero, not the Vercob, but the original one. So this is a little bit of an older kit. Still not too bad though, pretty good kit. And then the really exciting one, Death Scythe Hell. I built both of these master grades. I'd recommend them both, especially the Death Scythe Hell, one of my favorites for sure. And kit's worth taking a look at. So I think that's pretty much all we have for restocks this week. So let's move on to Q&A. First question is from Robert Higdon. Love the minion video. Also, this week's restocks was awesome. The GPO2 physalis is one of my favorite designs. I can't really think of any questions related to this week's update, but I did think of one. Bandai has announced a few things coming between now and the end of the year, like the Eclipse and the Kyoukai Senki line. Is there any kit, Bandai, or any other brand coming between now and the end of the year that you're excited for? I don't even know what's coming out. I'm going to look real quick and see if I can find what's coming out, because I don't, obviously, probably not is the answer, because don't have anything on the tip of my tongue, but I think there's some really cool things coming out. Oh, actually, you know what? There's one that I'm pretty excited about. The RG Higdon Gundam. I think that design looks really good, really cool. The High New, just for whatever reason, I think personally, I like it better than the new Gundam. I don't know if it's like the slightly different profile or whatever, but I think it's a really cool looking design. And the RG New, by all accounts, was a really good kit. So I think that one will be awesome too. I haven't built many RGs, but I think that one might jump towards the top of the list, probably. Okay, let's see. Let's move on then. CommanderWolf Hadley, again, thanks for answering my question again. LOL, no problem. I like the idea of those shirts being a pre-order thing. That'd be way easier to deal with. So those shirts, pans, and other things would be Mecha Warehouse merch. I like the name for it. Q&A, have you had your mecha robot drawn out complete, bottom half, legs and all? I would like to know what the rest of the mecha looks like. So, no, well, yes, kind of. If you look at the Night at the Warehouse design, I think that goes down to probably near the knees. I don't think that has the bottom on it, but we do have a design being worked on that will come out at some point that will flesh out the rest of that design. So stay tuned for that. That'll be really cool to roll out. Next one from Rolling Fire. Hey Nick, I was wondering if it was possible to try to imagine your logo for your business to be simplified, like what current businesses are doing for some reason. Thanks. That's an interesting request. We'll have to look at doing that. In a lot of ways, though, if you think about I think we have kind of simplified it on like the challenge coins and the some of the other designs where we've had to kind of take away the gradients and stuff like that. I'm sure that's not really what you're looking for, but maybe we will have to do that at some point just to do it. Shizu-san, hey Nick, how are you doing? Business looking good. I'm still waiting on news from Across Kits, but my real question is, where do you go to have your challenge coins made? I kind of want to make my own. Thanks and keep safe. So Macross Kits, hopefully coming. I've been looking and haven't seen them, so hopefully they'll produce them again soon. As far as the challenge coins, I went to challengecoins.net. It's a pretty cool place. They've done 2 of them. That's been a pretty good process. I've been happy so far, so I would definitely recommend them. All right. Next question, Dennis D. Hey Nick, if people were willing to submit videos of collections, would you consider starting a new segment on the channel, reviewing and reacting to those collections? So this is a great question. So Dennis, I think that might be something we could do, especially maybe not as a segment of this video, but I'm looking for ideas for other content, and that might be a good one. So if anyone does have a video, I did kind of see what's the right way to do this. Maybe it's an unlisted YouTube video or some other way to share it with us. But if you have a video of your collection or even of a build or something, please feel free to send it my way. You can send me an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com, and perhaps we'll take a look at it and consider it if we get some time to maybe mash up a bunch of reactions or something into a video. It's a pretty cool idea. Okay, next one. Link X, kind of a funny question. You ever buy stuff from your own store, and how would that work? So I'd say yes, kind of. In the sense that I definitely take things home from the store. I don't know if technically I'm buying them though. Like the store's buying them. To me, any kit that I take home to build is part of my marketing budget. I post on Instagram about it. I build it on the live stream, etc. So to me, it's part of the process of running the store. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it because everything I do or in and around the hobby is in essence part of my marketing for Mecha Warehouse and the like. So that's pretty much my answer there. I don't know what else there is to it. I don't like take money out of my right hand and hand it to my left hand. I'm not even gonna try. So anyway, I think that's all I've got for questions this week. If you have a question that you would like answered, perhaps next week, whether it be about Mecha Warehouse, about myself, about Gunpla, anything like that, please post it down in the comments below, and I will do my best to get to it next week. So once again, thank you all for watching, and see you next week. Later.